What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Life's a Dance podcast. I am your host, Trey Kulala. Thank you, as always, for joining me on this crazy journey that we call life, as we together, as a team, try to demystify all the shit that's going on in our heads and make sense of it so that we can live our lives with more joy, more prosperity, and most of all, more authenticity. So today, I am talking about what I think everybody's kind of talking about right now. It's top of mind. We just turned the page on 2025, which, amen, praise, hallelujah. What a shit show of a year for your girl Trey. Towards the end of the year, I wasn't recording any podcast because I had so much construction going on in our basement. Just constantly people coming in and out. We're still not done, but activity's kind of slowed a little bit. So I think I'm safe to start up again without too many distractions. So, we're talking about how to make 2026, how to win in 2026 and truly make 2026 a year of growth and prosperity, success. That's my word of the year. I know that I've talked about it in previous podcasts, but every year I pick a word. This year, the word is success because I'm done fucking around. I'm ready to just receive that shit and let's go. Let's motherfucking go. Because here's the thing. We're going to dive right in. If you want to make this year, which is the year of, in Zodiac, the year of the fire horse, which brings with it bold energy, moving forward without fear, and really emphasizes forward momentum and forward motion, as opposed to last year was the year of the snake. We were shedding old things, old skin, old ways of being and thinking. Or at least you should have been. If not, you should be thinking about that, because that was what last year was supposed to be all about. And this year, we're going to be focusing on forward momentum, just full throttle. Let's fucking go. Okay. That said, we do have to take time to reflect back on the year behind us, because if we don't take stock of where we've gone, there's no way for us to make the change that's going to take us to where we want to go. Okay. And my year in review, if I look back, because if you're watching me on YouTube right now, which I know some of you are probably just listening on Spotify, which is fine, but behind me, I have a blackboard, and on that blackboard, I've kept, my goals for 2025 in plain sight. And if you don't do that, I highly suggest that you do, because this part of the process is really important, because you want to see and take stock of, okay, where did I kick ass? Where did I maybe fall short? And how do we close that gap? Right. And also it's trying to get our mindset into the gain of what we did accomplish versus what we did not accomplish. Because, if I just kind of emotionally go back into 2025, I would say it was a shitty fucking year. Okay. I lost my mom. I had to skip so many fun things and really buckle down because I was building a house from the ground up, for, my company and, doing it, bootstrapping it all by not all by myself, with the help of my business partner, who also, I had to break up with my business partner, which was hard. It was kind of a hellacious process. And, we probably ruined a friendship in the process. But so overall, looking back, it appears on the surface level that 2025 was a shit year. But because I keep track of my goals, or at least because I keep them somewhere where I can see them, I actually I had 8 goals, which, by the way, guys, we're going to get into in a minute, but it's way too many. 8 goals. And I achieved 4.5. So more than 50% is considered a win, right? You know what I mean? It's like if you're tied up in a game and somebody kicks that 3-pointer field goal, that's all you need. It's just that little extra to consider it a win. And like I said, I achieved 4, and I'm going to call it 1/2, because the half being the fact that I started the process of trying to get things resettled with my ex-husband and our divorce papers and yada yada. And, legal shit always takes a long time. So I can't control that. But I'm still going to call it a win, because I at least got the process started. It's in motion. And I'm sure everything's going to be great because I have a good legal team behind me. So anyway, getting back to now that, we've kind of taken stock of 2025, which actually turns out was a win for me, not a total loss or a completely shitty year. Let's look at 2026. How do we guarantee or really stack the deck in our favor to where we know that we're going to come to the end of the year and be like, hell yeah, I kick fucking ass? Well, let me tell you, the first thing you need to do is not do what I did last year and set 8 fucking goals. Okay, that's way too many. Way too many. And it's a surefire way to make yourself feel like you're falling behind and you're not good enough and you're doing something wrong and, just, and or overwhelmed, just trying to get it all done. So this year, I'm taking stock, I'm adjusting. I'm going to pick 3 goals. That's hard for me because I'm very ambitious and I have a lot of shit that I want to do, but I also have to be realistic because I am a human being, not a robot, not a computer, and I have to take that into account. And I would rather execute on 3 big goals really well versus like 8 goals just kind of half-ass, if that makes sense. So I think that's really the biggest thing is like because a lot of times we get, and this is where I went wrong, is because I've read courses and listened to podcasts and things, and it's like, oh, let's pick a goal for each category in our lives. There's like 8 main categories where it's like health, finances, relationships, personal, social, and it's like, it's too fucking many. Let's just focus on the three major things. And then if you actually achieve those in, before the year is out, obviously all different goals require different timelines. But if you happen to achieve all 3 of those, then move on to another one, but let's start out with a win. Like when Adam and I, my husband, were, working on houses together, we got to a point during the builds where we would just like every day we'd go into work and we'd be like, let's get that quick W. Let's get something off the checklist that we know is going to give us a W and give us that positive momentum for the rest of the day. Because if I start working on something and I get frustrated and then it doesn't end up getting done, I'm just going to feel like a failure at the end of the day versus going in and picking something, even if it's just a quick, easy little thing, just to, again, get you started on the right foot, get the motivation going in the right direction. So whatever that is for you, obviously, without knowing your personal circumstances, I can't assess, what that would be, but I'm going to report back to you guys next week. I mean, I guess for me, the biggest thing is just getting back into this podcast because the universe keeps kind of dropping little signs that I need to keep pursuing this. And because I've heard from a couple people that I barely see that throughout the course of my life or my days, I just, here and there, how's the podcast? Da-da-da, like, you're so good at it. And it's like, what? Like, I didn't even know that you listened. Like, it's just crazy to me. But anyhow, also, yeah, be paying attention. Be paying attention to those signs that the universe is trying to show you as far as where your direction is going. Because apparently all of us are in for a really awesome, amazing ride this year with, just thinking about keeping that in mind, the energy of the fire horse, right? And it's not just like a horse, it's a fire horse. So it's like, shit, dude, we going. We are going. We are on fire. So let's keep that in mind as we start out the year. And I know for some of you, you're already, dove headfirst into your goals. I haven't even written mine down yet because I've been busy preparing to get shit done, which required a lot of like going through paperwork really and emails and shit that was just lingering, and that's another thing you can do is like clean out your space, get organized. Don't feel like you have to be so gung-ho out of the chute. Make sure the goals that you're setting you're breaking it up into the smallest increment possible, almost like insultingly small, and then build on it. Go back and listen to my previous podcast about that because that's important too. It's like making change your bitch. If you want to make change your bitch, go back and listen to that podcast because it's going to tell you exactly how to do it step by step. And it's actually not that difficult But to execute it and be consistent, you have to make shit small. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope you got a little something out of it. I'm excited for the year. I'm excited for the month ahead. I'm going to report back to you on my goals for 2026. If you want to share yours with me, that would be awesome. If I can help you identify how to narrow shit down, I'm happy to do that too. Just drop me a line, drop me a DM. I'm here to help because I want all of us to thrive in 2026. Okay? I love you all. Until next time, let's dance.